Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tatiana and today we're going to be talking about some adulting hacks that you should know about. So in no particular order, number one is going to be memorization. As adults, I think we stop memorizing things, especially at the rate that we were memorizing things as children, whether that might be the times table, like grammatical rules, all types of stuff. Memorizing things in your adulthood will make your life easier. I think memorizing phone numbers is super important, obviously, not just your own, but if you have any emergency contacts, I think it's so important to have some of those numbers memorized. And I was never that person. I was always like, why do I have to memorize numbers? I have my phone. And I think especially now with AI, a lot of adults, a lot of us people in our 20s, we're just getting lazy. We're getting so lazy and thinking that these AI machines can think for us, which should not be the case. So memorize not just your own phone number, memorize people's phone number. An emergency contact, a spouse, children, parents. God forbid something happens to your phone and you can only make calls based off of memory. You need to have a few people to call. Like even if one person doesn't answer, you should have a few people that you can go through and call and know their phone number just based off memory. I think knowing your work's phone number is important. I think memorizing your ID number is important, passport number if you can. So the people who memorize your credit card information, it's amazing. You know how many times I've been online shopping and I'm too lazy to get up to put my credit card information, and I would love to just put in all that information based off of memory. I'm jealous of y'all. But memorize stuff. Just memorize. It's so important. Keeps the mind fresh. And you never know what situation that you're going to be in that things that you memorize could end up saving your life. Number two is going to be Groupon. Check things out on Groupon. Before you buy certain things, see if they sell a lot on Groupon. Groupon is like reliable. They have discounts on so many different types of things that for me, sometimes I'll be like purchasing something or thinking about something and I'll just think, I wonder if they have it on Groupon. And if they do, it's always a discount. I've gotten a smog check through Groupon. I've gotten my oil change through Groupon. I've purchased excursions on Groupon, all for a fraction of the price that I would have been paying without it. I think it's a super nice tool, you know? Again, I'm all about saving a little bit of money here and there. Groupon is the perfect way as an adult to just keep your coins a little bit, save a little bit of money. Number three is going to be to get a credit card with points. We're all adults here. If you don't have a credit card, if you don't have good credit, if you have no credit, get a credit card. You're responsible, pay it off every month. Do not use a credit card as emergency funds. No. Use a credit card strictly what you would have been paying on a debit card, pay it on a credit card. Don't go over, don't let your balance carry over, just pay it off. If you use credit cards the correct way, there are so many benefits. You can get so much back from it. I have 2 credit cards that I can use points with, and I've gotten a number of hotel stays for free just using points. Literally, I think with this trip that I'm going to now, I'm using my points. And granted, I still have to pay the taxes on my own, but the tax is like $20 a night. So imagine staying in a nice hotel, nice resort overseas, paying $20, $15 a night because your points go towards it. It's amazing. And a lot of credit cards, they also have fraud protection. They have some protection against purchases. If you purchase something online and you never received it, you can go through your credit card. They can do like a formal investigation and they can refund you that money back. right? Like if you are using your debit card for that, you have to go back and forth with whoever shipped it to you. And a lot of times they don't care. They're not going to give you a refund. To them it's like, we shipped it. It's not our problem. And it's like, I never got it. Right? So getting a credit card as an adult, if you are responsible, can be super beneficial. They come with so many perks. Some of them even have airport lounge access. Some of them have like credits for Walmart and Uber Eats. There's just a bunch of different benefits that some of them come with. So look into it. Be responsible, but look into it. Number 4 is going to be to research products before buying them. Now, if you're buying things through Amazon, that might be like a given. I think I'm always looking at reviews before purchasing stuff, especially online. But even if you're going to have to make a big purchase in person and you don't know between two products, for example, if you're thinking about buying a TV or a vacuum or a refrigerator, do a quick Google search and read the reviews, see if there's any reviews, and see what people are saying about that particular product. I think that's so important. There's nothing worse than spending, I wouldn't say significant, but a decent amount of money on something just to get it and just to find out that like this is like a piece of crap. And this product that you spent $200 on sucks and it broke down and it's past 30 days, so you can't return it. It sucks. But maybe if you would have read the reviews, enough people would have complained about the exact same thing. So if you can, if it's nothing super significant, or if you don't have a choice and it's like, dang, I really need to buy a particular item and this is the only item that I have access to, then that's one thing. But if you have options, I would say just do a quick Google check, quick Google search, and read the reviews on some of the products before buying. Number 5 is going to be to take pictures of everything. When you move into an apartment, when you move out of an apartment, when you rent a car, take a picture. Take a picture. Take a picture. Have some sort of proof. Have evidence. Always take pictures. Take a quick video. I've had experiences with both apartments and cars where when I got them and it was time to give it back, they wanted to sit there and say that certain things happened under my watch that did not rely on me. So with my apartment complex, I had picture proof, I had video proof. I was like, we can go to court if you want to, because I'm not paying for anything, because I left the apartment in dang near the same shape that it was when I got it, you know? And same thing, I remember when I was in the Dominican Republic, my husband and I, we rented a car and I took a video walking around the car. Once we gave it back, we only had the car for, I don't remember how long we had the car for. I think we had it for like 2 or 3 days. But when it came time to give it back, they tried to be like, oh, you caused this dent. This dent was not here when we gave it to you. And I was like, oh, yes, it was. I had the video and I was like, and it was like a tiny dent that they were trying to charge us. I was like, nope, here's the proof. And they were like, oh, okay. Because you know, sometimes they give you that paper that you have to fill out, or like they're the ones that fill it out, and you have to just walk with them and you point out every single little thing. I'm not gonna sit there and point out every single little thing with some of these cars. I will take my own video, time stamped, as to when, you know, I got it. And if there's a problem, I will show you that video. And it got cleared up very quickly, very, very quickly as soon as she saw that video. So take picture, video evidence on everything. I think even with some insurance, like renter's insurance and home insurances, if something happens to like items in your home, if it gets stolen or damaged, if you don't have, like, for some things, if you don't have proof that you've ever had certain things, especially if they cost a little bit of money, a lot of insurances are not going to want to pay you out for certain things, even if it is in your policy that they pay up to like $10,000 of personal items if they get stolen, for example. And if you tell them, like, yep, here's a list of all the things that got stolen, you know how insurances are. They're going to sit there and be like, dang, that totals up to $7,000. That's a lot. Do you have proof that you have all of these things? Do you have proof? And it's like, well, the proof got stolen. That's my policy. Like, that's why we're here. I'm telling you, just take a quick video of your apartment, just to show everything that's in there. You just never know. You never know. So as an adult, especially if you are getting something from somebody else, if you're renting stuff, take pictures, take videos, always have evidence. In any and every scenario, if you think to yourself, like, okay, I could have video proof of this, just do it. Just get it. Just get some type of proof, evidence. It will never hurt you to be prepared. Number 6 is going to be to max out your 401k contributions if your job offers it. I wish I would have done this earlier, especially in my first 2 jobs, but I didn't. I was always the type that was like, I want all my money. I do not want any of it going anywhere. At the time, I think I had public health insurance, and I was just like, I want all this money to come to me. Now that I'm learning that, okay, like, oh my gosh, my job is actually gonna contribute to my 401k and match whatever I put in my 401k up into a certain amount, max it. That is free money. That is free money, especially if your job has like a high threshold. So if they are willing to match you up until like $5,000, $10,000, like, that's amazing. Cash it out. I don't think my job offers that, like, up until that much. I think they just match up to $2,000 a year. Max it out. Max it out. Even if, for example, you're thinking of quitting and you haven't maxed out your 401k contribution, up it. Up it. If you're like, okay, I think I might want to leave in like the next 3 months. You better, instead of 5%, put 15%. Get as much of that free money as you can. That is free money. If your job offers you stock in the company, take it. Figure it out. Luckily, once they give it to you, they don't necessarily take it back. So as long as at some point you have access, to a Fidelity or whatever account that your job offers, the money should still be there. But I think it is still really important to understand what's going on in your finances, especially if your job is giving you free money. Look into it. I remember at Starbucks, they would give us stocks in the company. I think it was like every year we got a decent amount. I think it was like $1,500 worth of stocks. I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember when I found out about it, I was like close to 2 years in the company, or like a year and a half. And I was just asking people, I was like, wait, I know we get stocks. How do we access it? And then I remember I finally asked my boss, because people would be like, oh, it's on Fidelity. I used to be like, well, how do I get on Fidelity? It's not on my Fidelity. Like, how do I link it? Like, until my boss sat me down and he was like, you know what, let me look into it. And then he gave me all the details. He sent me the link that has step by step how to do it. Figure it out. If your job is giving you free money, learn about it, learn how to access it. I spent all of that money that Starbucks had, and I used it on some dumb stuff. But it was free money. Like, to me, do I wish I would have been more responsible and spent it on something better or just invested it? Yes, but it was free money anyway. So number 7 is going to be to use a Google Calendar or a digital calendar. Having a calendar just helps you be more organized. I put everything in that calendar. If I have any events that I have to go to, the second I confirm something online, I confirm something with a friend, I confirm something just online, I put it in my I put it in my Google Calendar. Sometimes it automatically goes into my Google Calendar, but I always make sure I have everything in that calendar because it's so hard to keep track of every single thing and what day it's happening and what time it's happening. But if it's in that calendar, it's locked in there. And I have access to it on my phone, on my iPad, and on my computer. So it's great. I love it. Even now, sometimes I'm like, I wonder what my plans are for next week. It's on my calendar. I can literally go on my phone, go on my calendar, and see exactly what's going to happen next week because I have it all planned out. I have it all organized. I literally put things in my calendar like 3 weeks in advance. I put if I have to cancel any subscriptions, like the deadline in my calendar. If I want to get something, if I want to subscribe to something and there's like a certain deadline, my calendar. If I want to do something, like go to a museum and it's free on Thursdays, I'm like, okay, I'll remind myself on a Tuesday. Look into museum on Thursday for free tickets. Like I put everything on my calendar. It just helps me stay accountable, stay on top of my things. Use a calendar, y'all. It will really change your life for the better. It will just help you be more organized. It's amazing. And it's just like nice to have your daily agenda. It will show you your daily agenda, weekly agenda, or lack thereof. Like if you have a Google Calendar and you're in there and you're like, dang, I don't have anything, put some stuff in there. Plan some stuff, like figure things out. I think being spontaneous, like it's cute and all, but there reaches a point where it's like, okay, like you have to be on top of your stuff. If you have doctor's appointment, you can't be spontaneous with that type of stuff. You need to be organized and you need to plan ahead. Especially if you plan on, especially like if you're any type of entrepreneur or if that's the lane you want to go into, if you are working for other people, if you're freelancing, use a digital calendar and be organized. You can't be adulting if you're not organized because like things just pile up when you're an adult. The bills pile up. Bills, there you go. Put the bills when certain things are due. Put it on your calendar. That just, I think that is one of like the single most things that will improve your quality of life and will just alleviate your mind because you don't have to try to remember everything because you're not. Put it in a calendar. And my last point, my last hack for adulting is ask for help. Do not be afraid to ask for help. If you don't know something, if you want some advice, do not be afraid to ask people for help, for their advice, what they would do. Don't be afraid. The worst people can say is no, they don't want to help you, or no, they can't help you, or that they don't know. Like, it's not going to be the end of the world. Ask for help. It might be the single thing that like changes the trajectory of your life. It's just asking for help, and people want to help you. That's the thing. Like, put it in your mind that if somebody knows some valuable information, a lot of times people have no problem sitting down and talking to you and giving you the game plan and really helping you out of a certain situation that you're in. So don't be afraid. Don't be too prideful. Don't think that, oh my gosh, like I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to be annoying. If somebody finds you annoying, they will just tell you no. But I personally think that a lot of people, they love to talk about what they know. People love that. So give people the opportunity to help you because they really do want to do that, you know? Okay, you guys, that is it for this video. If you enjoy, please, please, please subscribe. Comment down if you have any additional hacks that you think are really important for adulting. Comment it down below. And thank you so much for sticking around until this point. Until next time.